Hello guys, welcome back to the Free Hammers. This is the forward review now for the 1920 season. There's a few to go through. Yeah, we haven't got many strikers, as it were, but there's definitely some forwards. I've classed the wingers as forwards, so if you do get a bit confused why Yarmolenko's in there, don't worry about it. I've classed him as a forward. Until then, guys, let's get on with it. It's the forwards and it's the Free Hammers. Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back. Episode 3. Episode 4, isn't it? Episode 4. Forwards. There's a few to go through. I've really enjoyed making this. So, first one, classed him as a forward. Yarmolenko, 23 appearances and 5 goals for this man. I like the guy. And a lot of people do slate him, saying that he's too slow. Yes, he is a bit injury prone, but I like the guy. Listen, he shoots. His left foot is an absolute wonder when he is fit. I think he'll be one if we can get him out. We will. I won't be too disheartened if we were to keep him, apart from the fact that he's on big wages. I think the games he did play, he scored some good goals and he scored some important goals. The Chelsea game, obviously, is the pinnacle of his season. That's his moment of the season. Obviously, he scored in that last game, didn't he, against Villa? I know it's a lucky goal. Don't shoot, you don't score. Classic line. I think, in terms of the games that he did play, he did really well. He did play okay. Again, his pace is gone now completely. Again, another one. Too many injuries. I think he's had a solid season at times. And the goals are quite important for me. Give him a 6, a 6.5. Again, too many injuries though to get into the 7s and stuff. I like the guy, and let me know what you think, guys. Next up, Ajeti, 12 appearances. Looks like he's going to leave now. I think Celtic, I believe. I think interested in Ajeti. See enough of the guy, and what we did see, it wasn't enough. He looked a bit lightweight, a bit weak. But again, I don't want to harshly judge the guy on that. I don't think we'll see him in a West Ham shirt again. I think he'll have this loan spell and probably move on after that. A shame because at Basel we looked like he was half decent play, link up play, had some goals in him as well. So we never know what will be of Ajeti. And for that, a 4 out of 10 for me. Next up is, we'll go for him. Haller, 35 appearances, 7 goals. Sebastian Haller, £45 million striker. Started like a £45 million striker. Linked up, play well, scoring goals early doors, and then we'll give him some leeway in terms of he was so exposed and so, on his own, and he's never been that sort of player. Obviously, again, it's down to the scouting and down to the wrong player, basically. He is a good player, Sebastian Haller, if he's provided with the correct support, correct wingers, for him willing runners that he can lay the ball off to. He's not Drogba, and he's not Andy Carroll, to a lesser extent. He's not going to sit there and create a chance for himself, hold the ball up. He's a big man. He's not that sort of player. He needs, and there were great players, Jovic and Rebic, providing for him. We had players that could do that if he was played in the right formation. Antonio could have bombed on the right hand side for him, Bowen left. We only ever see that once, I believe, 1-2 games where we see him with them willing runners, and you see him come alive. It was a bit like, yeah, this is it. This is what I play best in. Now I do have question marks over his lazy. Sometimes he appear a bit lazy. Maybe could have worked a bit harder in terms of trying to create some stuff for himself. Hope he stays. Again, another one. Won't be too disheartened if he'd leave. If we were to go and buy an Ollie Watkins or someone like that, hungry youngster, won't be too disheartened by that. For me, for his first season in football, Premier League football, give him a 6.57. Again, not always fault. It really wasn't. Not always fault. I think he was a bit exposed up there by himself. Next one would have been a hammer of the year. This guy, only 26 appearances season, 10 goals. Obviously, a lot of them come right at the end. Listen, this is a guy. Every season we say it, that we, he won't be playing much this year. He's not good enough. He's technically not good enough. We all know he can run and budge people. But I have to give this guy a lot of credit. Works his absolute socks off. Absolute train at running at people. It's just a shame he hasn't got that little bit of technique. If he had that little bit of technique, he wouldn't be at West Ham though, because then you're on the Traore levels if you had some technique as well. It's West Ham. I think he loves West Ham. Goals were so important for us towards the end. So when he's injured, we do feel it a bit because he's the only one, until we signed like Bowen and people like that, he was the only one with a little bit of pace, that can scare the opposition, and that's another reason why Haller was so exposed a lot of the times, because there was no one else that defenders feared and could worried about. So for me, Antonio, excellent season for him, and 10 goals in 26 appearances speaks a lot of volumes for me. And for me, he gets an 8.5 out of 10. I think he's been excellent. I hope he stays, and I think he will. I don't think he will go anywhere. And like to him, basically. Next up is Bowen. Bowen. 12 appearances, 1 goal. So he came with us, one of the best players in the Championship at the time. Had scored a lot of goals for Hull. Him and Souček made a huge difference, and I have to give credit to David Moyes for spotting them and signing them. A bit more goals will come next year. I think he'll score some more goals next year. That's the only thing I did wish towards the end for him. Not as a negative at all, purely because I felt he deserved it. His performances deserved goals. He got some assists as well. He puts a lovely ball in on him as well. Work ethic is fantastic. A really, really good, exciting young player. Very excited to see more of him next year. And for me, on those appearances alone what he did for Hull before he come to us, he gets a good 8.59 for me. I think he's a top young player. And I'm really, really, really excited, like I say, to see some more of him. One more. Sadly, I didn't get his statistics up, guys. I do apologise for that. Completely forgot, maybe because they've been that bad. Is this man, Felipe Anderson. Going into the season, my favourite player. I thought he was excellent last year, the 18-19 season. This year's been non-existent. Scored 1 goal. I was there. It was the Bournemouth game. Thought he might kick on from that point. He didn't. He looked disinterested every single game he played. Didn't go past the man anymore. Didn't have a shot. Was very laboured in his, positioning. When he tried a trick, it wasn't a bam. It was, like everything seemed an effort for him. Very, very disappointed in him this year. One of the first I'll be getting out the door as well. Doesn't look like he wants to be at West Ham anymore. He's on a hell of a lot of money as well. I don't think we'll get anywhere near the 40 million we paid for him. Very, very disappointing. And the most I can give this guy is a 4. I think he was awful. I think he was absolutely awful. And that's not just team were playing awful. This guy just didn't offer anything. When you're looking for a leader, you're looking for, your flair player to do something. At no point did he step up throughout the year. And for me, like I say, 4, 3 out of 10 maximum for me. yeah, that's it for forwards, guys. I am gonna just drop one more in here, guys, because I forgot him in the last video. Last one is this man. I know he's not a forward, but I forgot to put him in the midfielder video. Carlos Sanchez. Thank God this guy has left. Stealing a career, a ridiculous amount of money. 2 out of 10. Awful player. Thank God he's gone, basically. That's it, guys, for the midfielders. Forwards, sorry. I'll be back with the managers as the last video in this series. I hope you've enjoyed it. Really enjoyed your comments along the way. Until the last video, guys, the managers, comment your minds, keep believing. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's go.